4.5 boards.
We're moving along nicely here.
Last time on Abandoned Comfort, we checked out our rudder for any water intrusions through small cracks in the fairing compound, painted Lucy's bottom, then drove up north to buy our new teak and celebrate the holidays with our family. Oh, and Santa brought this old sailor his new favorite t-shirt.
Rue at some point saw me tearing up the caulking on the deck. This was like a month ago. And now he is always digging at the black caulking because it's really easy to pull it up. Like, look at that. I just pulled that up in like a second. And Rue is like always trying to get it now. So he is really kicking off the teak removal project.
So we're taking the pictures and videos of everything because once we rip up all the deck, we are gonna have nothing left here to identify where pieces go, and it's just going to be bare gel coat that we're working with.
So underneath it's pretty much teak deck right now.
Yep.
Then it's fiberglass gel coat, and then underneath is the foam core,
which we're hopefully not gonna see.
So the only troublesome area that we're worried about is up by the forward hatch. That's where we think there might be something with the core. It's hard to tell because it should just be the teak.
Day one. Are you ripping up the teak?
Alright, well, just got the part of the king plank off. You can see how much thicker that is.
Wow.
Compared to this one up real fast. I mean, it's pretty thin. So I've been tearing everything up with a flathead screwdriver.
It's not what we were planning on doing.
It's not what we were planning on doing at all today, but you know.
Or the tools they were planning on using.
Well, this is actually a good test because we were going to use an air chisel, and that just really just moves through everything. The problem with the air chisel is it'll really damage the gel coat. So I want to keep this gel coat looking like it does. It's not.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Up here it actually looks really good. There's like no crazing. Tomorrow we got a whole demolition crew coming out here. So we're really gonna move through this deck, and I would be shocked if the whole thing wasn't torn up by tomorrow.
Okay, I'm getting grease all over my hands because I am removing all these washers that were right here that are for the jib sheet track. There's a ton of them. There's a whole row there. And then up here too. Then I have to do the other side, and then once that's done, then all the jib sheet tracks will be off.
It is 7:30. We're gonna run to Home Depot and Michael's. We need to get some stuff to trace over the anchor locker and the lazarette so that we can build the synthetic teak mats for those areas. We're just finishing up everything outside. I'll go up there and give you guys a quick run through of it. I started to remove the decking hardware up here. Windlass is ready to go. Just need to pop that off. But the day is not over yet. There's gonna be some long days ahead. See you guys when we're back from Home Depot and Michael's. It's bedtime.
11 o'clock. And we just got back from going to Home Depot, then going to the gym to shower and fill up our water. We literally went to the gym to shower.
We need our energy for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big day. Say goodbye to the teak deck. See you guys for day 2.
Day 2. We are removing the rest of the deck fittings, and then we have Randy, Jordan, and Scott on board to help us rip up all the deck today. So we are so excited that they are here. They are crazy, but we are extremely grateful. So let's get today started.
Jordan's got the reins here, and I'm getting you pretending, putting it back down on camera, and this is totally going in.
Yeah, look at this.
Live here with Jordan from Learning Lines.
I think that's the biggest girth we've gotten so far.
That's some serious girth right there.
4.5 boards.
We're moving along nicely here. Most of the foredeck is up. I'm taking up everything. Screw wise, I thought we would fit the entire deck screws in here. No. That's just from here right back there. So I'm gonna need a bigger jar. I'm officially supervising. Scott is here. Say hi, Uncle Scott.
Hey.
Hey, vlog. And girls are working on the deck hardware. What do we have here, Jordan? 3 feet left?
We've got 3 of the hardest feet on the boat right now, so.
We got the whole squad on the starboard side. Making it count. For Chipotle.
For Chipotle.
All of this is all torn up. Currently have our deck lights on. We all have headlamps on. And we just have that little bit right there. So I'm gonna put the tarp down for the night. Whew, almost done. Got it all ripped up in one day. Day 3 of ripping up the teak deck. We are currently working on the last little bits that were hard to get off, and we ran out of light last night. Rue's coming by. So we still have a little bit of deck to come up, and some of the screws are still stuck, but we wanted to get you guys to guess how many screws are in the deck. So comment below of how many screws do you think we took out from the deck, and whoever guessed the closest, you will be getting a free abandoned comfort shirt and jetty gear. Longest piece of the day?
Close.
Of us working on the teak.
So Kelsey just left. She's going to Home Depot. And I'm using the oscillating tool and picking up all the adhesive, taking all the caulking off around the edges. Pretty much it's all along the superstructure, the cabin top, and then it's all along the tow rail. And it's a thick bead of caulking, so it's gonna take a little while to get it up. We got 2 weeks until we have to transit the lock. We got about a week and 5 days until we're in the slings. And then we spend a weekend in the slings because we're doing a long haul so that we can get the bottom painted, put the barrier coat on in the areas that we can't because the wood blocks underneath of the boat. So we're probably gonna still be doing work when we're in the slings. We're gonna be doing work while we're on the courtesy dock. And I don't know, I just don't know if we're gonna be able to get this done in 2 weeks. I mean, the whole deck is tore up, which was great. And now you just look at this huge project and you're just like, how is this boat going to be making a passage to Key West in 2 weeks? I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to get it done, but we really can't push back our launch date any further. We've pushed it back to the absolute like latest date possible for us to get through the canals without bumping bottom the entire way. Dragging bottom is really what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, I mean, these are just gonna be really long days. Our neighbors are gonna hate us because power tools are gonna be going until super late, but we gotta get this done.
So what'd you get at Home Depot?
Respirators.
How come?
Actual good respirators. Because we're going to be working with fiberglass for the next couple days, and we do not want to be breathing that stuff in. So we spent a pretty buck and got some good respirators. It was worth it.
At the cost of our health. It's always worth it.
Exactly. So Ryan just got done doing that exact same thing on this side. So then I'm going through and vacuuming it all up, and then I'm bringing the sander through with about 60 grit and just sanding it all down so it's a smooth surface. So it's just bare gel coat and all the adhesive is gone.
All right, so you guys can see the change in the deck there. There was a lot of adhesive on these decks. That's why they are so structurally sound, because I really don't think a lot of water got in here. But we're gonna go through and test for delamination. I really don't think there's anything. There's no flexing at all when people were walking on the deck, and we had 5 people on the deck last weekend, so if there was a time for it to show, it would have been then. But anyhow, I'm gonna go through and sound out the entire deck once we have everything sanded and all the screw holes epoxy resined and filled up. Like I said, I really don't think we're gonna have any, and that's totally normal for this boat once you take up the teak decks.
We are prepping the holes right now for the epoxy. So Ryan is going through all of the screw holes that we took out and just making them a little clear, and then the epoxy will then have something to actually adhere to. It's extremely tedious, but I think it's worth it. As always, we are racing against the clock to get it done before sunset, and as you guys can see, it is just completely setting right now. So we set up a temporary setup.
Not temporary. That's how it's gonna be until we launch.
Yeah, we'll probably be doing this every night. Definitely until we launch.
Almost finished. About half of the boat is almost watertight. You can see it drying a little bit there. No more holes in the boat. And that is the end of day 4.
All right, it is day 5 of working on the teak. Today we were gonna finish sanding it all down, getting it clean, and then adding the epoxy to the rest of the deck, and then it should be fully sealed, and then we can start doing the synthetic tomorrow, hopefully.
Get this side to look like that side. I think we're gonna just push to do the entire thing. If I had to guess what time we're gonna finish tonight,
I would probably say midnight. It is about 4 o'clock right now, and we started at 9 a.m. Yeah, we started at 9. We were out here working at 9, and we did from there all the way up to here. So we've got from there to there. That's about stanchion difference. So from 9 until 4, 7 hours. Yeah, looking right around that. And then we're filling all of these with epoxy resin. So I'm gonna change my estimate and say 2 a.m. Let's get back on it. See all the lines of epoxy. Do not know what time it is, but it is very late. I would say it's probably midnight, maybe a little past midnight. But we have a watertight deck.